I recently made a video explaining why some autistic people are particularly drawn to alcohol as a coping mechanism, and it got a big reaction. So for this video, I want to build on that and give you 3 different strategies that you can use to get some of the same benefits you might get from alcohol, but without drinking, because drinking has some side effects. The first strategy you can use is to look for social spaces that are more inclusive and welcoming than average. One of the big reasons why autistic people like to drink alcohol is because if you're drinking, everybody else around you is probably also drinking, and so they might be more forgiving and accepting of your autistic quirks. But drunk people are not the only accepting, inclusive people in the world. And so if you can find a inclusive community, then you can be your quirky autistic self and they will still welcome you. For instance, you might look for a nerdy community that has other awkward, quirky people in it, or you might look for a volunteer group that tends to attract more kind, accepting sorts of folks. The second strategy you can try is to ask yourself, what would I do if I was kind of drunk, and then just do that thing, assuming that it's a good idea. And you'll be surprised at your ability to fake being a little bit tipsy. A study found that when you give people a placebo and tell them that it's alcohol, they start to act a little bit drunk. So all of the lack of inhibition, stuff like that, you can kind of manifest that just by telling yourself, let me pretend that I'm drunk, and then you can still get into that same headspace. By the way, before I mention the third tip, I should mention that I'm an autistic psychologist, and so if you found this video helpful and you think other videos that I might make would also be helpful, please like and follow so you can get more videos. The third strategy relates to anxiety. Some autistic people drink because it helps them manage their anxiety in the moment, even though oftentimes after they sober up, then all of the anxiety comes back and they spend all day worrying about it. So you can get kind of that same effect by just making an agreement with yourself that you will limit the amount of time that you are allowed to worry. You might say, hey, before I go to this event, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to worry about it for 30 minutes or 20 minutes or whatever makes sense. And then after the event, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to worry about it for another 30 minutes. But while I am in the event, I'm not going to worry about it. And it's a little bit strange, but if you make this deal with yourself and then a worry comes up and you tell your mind, hey, we're going to worry about that later. It's on my calendar. We're going to worry about it then. The worry will kind of leave you alone and wait until the worry time. And so you can get that same effect of not having to worry about your worry, but without drinking. So try this stuff out and let me know what you think. You don't have to be a drinker to use it. Obviously, I think it'll help any autistic or neurodivergent person, but if you do find yourself relying on alcohol a little more than you would like to, I really recommend that you try these strategies and see if that can help you reduce your reliance on alcohol to be able to engage socially and have a good time. And if you think somebody else might benefit from this video, please forward it on to them. Dr. Dan, signing off.